Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to the match preview for what is, I think, our most important game of the season so far. It's Barcelona versus Dynamo Kiev in match day 3 of the Champions League group stages, and having lost both of our opening fixtures 3-0, we know that this game now is do or die for Barcelona. Our hopes of staying in the Champions League are hanging on by a thread, and we simply have to win this game. It's non-negotiable now for Barcelona. So without any further ado, let's get on with the match preview. And this one will again be played at the Camp Nou, so it's going to be another home fixture for Barcelona, which is good news. It's going to be at 6:45 p.m. local time in Spain, so watch out for that one, guys. You don't want to miss it. It's, of course, not at the usual 9 p.m. local time slot for these Champions League games. That's 6:45 p.m. local time, so watch out for that, guys. And hopefully, again, we can see a good amount of fans in the Camp Nou. Let's see if we can get over the near 50,000 we had against Valencia, because, of course, guys, for this sort of game, you get the feeling we'll definitely need our supporters behind us. And just to emphasise the importance of the game, this is how the group currently looks, guys. You've got Bayern Munich there, clearly top on 6 points. Benfica are also doing well. They're on 4 points. You've got Dynamo Kiev on 1 point and Barcelona there at the bottom with 0 points. So look, guys, we have to win. It is just, it's that simple, that plain and simple. We all know, we've all been saying it for a while. We have to win this game. And I think even beyond this game, we've even got to win future matches. Even the game away to Dynamo Kiev after this one, guys. Then the game at home to Benfica. Even that one, guys, we have to win all of these fixtures now. And even then, that may not be enough for us. But I think if we aim for that 3 wins in a row in the Champions League to, combat the 2 losses we had, then we will be fine. So right now, the team, I think the coach, everyone recognises in Barcelona there is absolutely no room for error here. A slip up tomorrow means either elimination or relegation to the Europa League. So these players really, you would hope anyway, will be incredibly motivated for this sort of clash. I think right now, to be fair, we do come into this game at a good moment. I think it's a good time to play Dynamo Kiev. I don't think we were perfect in our win against Valencia on Sunday, but it was a good result for Barcelona. The spirits are high. I feel like the mood has certainly been lifted in the camp. That's important. People are feeling happier about themselves, and I think the victory has actually given the team some confidence here to actually push on, get another important result. And I think on top of that, guys, certainly, let's make no mistake about it, Barcelona should be winning this game. We've got enough in our locker here. Dynamo Kiev, of course, they're a solid side. We'll get onto them later. They certainly do have ability, and they have been doing well this season. But for Barcelona, certainly in this magnitude of clash as well, when there's this much on the line, this is exactly what we're here for as Barcelona. We've got to be winning these games. We have to stand up and be counted when it matters most. So this is crucial. We know we've got to win it, and the players have got to be up for it. Regarding team news and how we could set up, how we could be playing for this sort of game, we are again quite similar to how we were against Valencia. I'm expecting a similar sort of lineup, although Eric Garcia is suspended, of course. He was sent off against Benfica, so he joins Araujo there in the unavailable centre-backs. We move further forward again, it's just Pedri and Ousmane Dembele who are out for this one. So lineup-wise, I think it could be something like this. I think this is the sort of thing I would line up with. A few changes here from the Valencia game. In defence, I'd bring in Mingueza there for Sergio Roberto. I actually quite like the idea of having Dest on right wing. As you can see there, that does again mean no Coutinho. Will Koeman do this? I'm not so sure, but I think if we have Dest on the right wing, Mingueza at right back, it gives us good stability, and it also means, we're going to be dangerous. In defence, it's going to be Piqué next to Longley, I think. Araujo's out. You've also got, of course, Eric Garcia out. I think, look, he could play Titi. He could even play Mingueza and then play Sergio Roberto at right back or Dest at right back. So there are options, but I think the most likely thing will happen, it will be Piqué next to Longley there. Alba again at left back. In midfield, I think again it will be Busquets, De Jong and Pablo. Gavi is going to get another start in there, so hopefully he can have more impact on this game. And then up front again, Memphis, I think, and Ansel will certainly start. Aguero is expected to come off the bench again. I don't think Demid is going to be getting a start. Coutinho, I would not be surprised at all if he played, and then maybe, Dest will be moved back, like I said. But I think Dest worked at right wing, and I like the idea of having Mingueza behind him there too at right back. So, I don't know. Even this lineup on its own could actually revert into a back 5 quite easily. You can just move Dest there over to right wing back. That could easily happen, and we can actually do that just in transition. It doesn't have to be a set thing, so that is quite a nice option there that Koeman's got. But I think this sort of personnel is what we are expecting to see in tomorrow's game. And onto our opponents in Dynamo Kiev, guys. I think first off, when we saw them in our group, we did actually look at them, and certainly this double header we've got against them here, where we're playing them home, then we're playing them away a few weeks later. I think we all certainly looked at that and said, yep, That's where we have to pick up 6 points in this group. And I think certainly, guys, after our start that we had, we know, guys, that is exactly what we're thinking. We are thinking we don't just, want to get 6 points there. We literally have to get 6 points there. So certainly, guys, this is a game we are all expecting and hoping that we win at. I think, of course, Dynamo Kiev, they were in our Champions League group last year as well. They finished third in that group as expected, ahead of Ferencváros behind us and Juventus. They did actually lose on both occasions to us, quite narrowly at the Camp Nou, I thought. We won 2-1 on the night. I felt like they could have snatched a late equaliser. And then actually, we rotated quite a lot in the away fixture and won 4-0. That was quite an odd game, actually, but we did play well in it. And I actually think Dynamo Kiev are looking pretty similar to how they were last season. When I'm doing this preview, I'm actually kind of reminding myself of the sort of stuff I was saying about them going into last season's game. And they look pretty goddamn similar this campaign, actually, to how they did in the last one. Of course, they were battered 5-0 by Bayern Munich last time out in the Champions League. They have picked up a good 0-0 draw against Benfica. That's why they've got the 1 point in the group. And similarly to last season, guys, they are doing very well in the Ukrainian league. They're sitting in first place. They're ahead of Shakhtar Donetsk. They've got 11 games played. They've picked up 9 wins in those 11 games and 2 draws, so they are unbeaten, guys. They've scored 29 goals and conceded just 3, so they are looking good. They're looking really strong and consistent in their domestic league. They didn't get a bad result against Benfica either. Of course, they got battered by Bayern, but I suppose that can happen to anyone. But that also should give us a good indicator, guys. Of course, they will give us a challenge. Certainly in our current state, we're maybe not expecting to blow Dynamo out the park here. But I think they're a team we can beat. I honestly look at this game and think it's a game we should be winning, and perhaps comfortably too. So to wrap up then with my match prediction, I'm going to go for Barcelona 3, Dynamo Kiev 1. I nearly went for 2-1 because I do think it could be quite a close game, like I said. I'm not expecting us to thrash Dynamo here, but maybe I am expecting a similar sort of result to the one we picked up against Valencia in terms of, we weren't that amazing, but we did do our job. We got over the line. We hobbled through in periods of the game. Maybe that sort of performance is what we'll see from Barcelona. So 3-1, it would be massive. I think maybe the importance of this game hasn't really kicked in just yet, but this is really huge. If we slip up tomorrow, we're going to be in big, big trouble. Some of the biggest trouble we've actually seen in our lifetimes, really. Certainly us younger fans anyway, so I think, the importance of this game is just massive. And someone like Koeman in the dressing room, as a Barcelona legend, he will know that. So he's got to let the players know, really. I think the players also, they're not idiots. We've got some experienced, Champions League winners in the dressing room. They know, guys, this is absolutely huge. And, no one should be coming to this game thinking otherwise, because we have to win. It's non-negotiable. And really, to get that, guys, we've got to play well. Let's hope we play well. Let's hope we don't, go back into our lull, because we have seen that too many times this season, where we play one really good game and then everyone's excited for the next one and it just doesn't happen. Like when we beat Levante 3-0 and then we went and lost 3-0 to Benfica, that sort of stuff. It wouldn't be too dissimilar to the situation now. We've got a good result. We've scored 3 goals against Valencia. We can't then come into this game and just throw it all away. We have to keep performing, guys, and this is big. It really is big. So at the Camp Nou, I think the players should be nicely rested up. Let's hope we play well. Let's hope, we keep the ball for large periods at a time. We've got good attackers now, players like Ansu Fati and Memphis, who can make the difference for us. So let's hope they perform. Of course, Aguero and Coutinho off the bench. I think having those guys with that sort of quality who can get goals, that's important. So the squad is coming together. Let's see what we can do. Leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll be getting back to as many of you as I can. And goodbye.